How's it going? Back at it again. Closing in on the month of June. We just got it started and pretty good start. Beating the Phillies. Winning the series against the White Sox. So I think it's a 5-1 stretch so far. Made some changes to the roster and just been evaluating what we could do with the current Casey Mize situation. I've thought about it a while, and I also was looking into trading Kyle Isbell, but it doesn't seem like there's really anything that's really out there that can work. It just is what it is. I think we got to ride it out with Isbell and maybe see what happens. And with Mize, there's really not an answer out there for him right now either. Seems more if we're gonna trade him, it would be more of the off season. But there is things we can do to fix his problem if it continues. And he obviously plays against the 25-42 Boston Red Sox, so we'll see how he does against them. He did get a win against Philly, so maybe he can turn it around, but time is definitely running out on him. But now a series against Pittsburgh, we're tied at 1, and we end up taking the L to Pittsburgh. And we're gonna hop into the game here real quick. Let's see what we can do. Oh wow, and Hefo's hitting 185. It's not good at all. But let's hop into the game with one of our better players this year, Miguel Garcia. He's definitely improved very well so far this year, and he's becoming a really solid hitter. He's getting on base a ton. Pretty much just what you want. Not everybody on the team has to hit home runs. You just need people that can get on base and consistently. And his on base percentage is near 400, so he's done a good job doing that. He's not really a big slugger, so that kind of holds his value back, but his defense more than makes up for it at third. And Garcia puts it in play, and a base hit for Garcia. Sawinski unable to make the catch. On a cutter that hung. Now it's Juan Soto. Fans are cheering. One of the better players in the game. Go to second. And we got him. Double play. Here's Garcia with 2 on. And he swung at the first pitch again, and it was a high fastball, and he popped him up. Probably got to be a bit more patient next time up. And we have another good spot here. And why not? First pitch, another hanging slider. And that is going to tie the game. And he's going to take a chance. And he's out. I don't like that decision there. Could have had 2 runners in scoring position, but he chose to run. Question your third base coach when stuff like that happens. Garcia makes the play though. Already got 2 hits on the day, and now going against Contreras in another RBI spot.
1-0.
That one is way inside. Oh, we chased that one.
1-1.
That was stupid. Way outside. And inside, and not a strike again, but we swing. And we look at strike 3 after swinging at bad pitches. Tried to take a pitch, and not the time. So first strikeout of the game for Garcia. So Winsky makes it a 2-run game with his home run. And G. Hawande is out. And we end up getting the win. Rengifo, he went 2 for 4 with a home run and a double, so usually you just have to talk bad about some of these players and then they just start playing good all of a sudden afterwards, so that's just kind of what it is, I guess. But we do split the series against Pittsburgh. Of course we'd want to win both, but at least we got a win out of it. And here is a series against the Boston Red Sox now. One that we would want to win, for sure. So we'll see how that goes. We do not win the first game. Lacey did not win. Gave up 6 earned in 4 innings. Bubic came in and gave up 2 earned. And that was that. Boston just 2 home runs from Devers and 1 from Hoskins and 2 home runs for Trevor Story. So they hit 5 home runs this game. And Devers and Story combined for 7 RBIs. Wow. We find a way to lose to these teams more often than not, and it is kind of annoying sometimes, but here we are in game 2, and it's Casey Mize Day, so this might not be good for us. It's 1-1 in the 8th inning with 2 outs. Isbell on the mound, Isbell in the box. I'm just gonna sim this one though. Caleb Ferguson, a little shaken up, but he'll be fine. And now we're at scouting. We do win 4-3, so we end up beating the bad Boston Red Sox. And we got a home run for Velasquez, and Mize, he pitched 6 innings, only gave up 1 run, 4 hits. He got his ERA under 7 now, so he's making some sort of progress. But we'll see how he ends the month. Just got to keep tracking his progress, but going to the scouting now because it's Sunday. And Hiroshi Fong is the 3rd best player on the board? Oh my goodness. He's got low injury risk. Wow. I don't know if he will fall to pick 50, man. It's very risky. Now I'm questioning, do I take Joel first or do I take Hiroshi? I think I want Hiroshi. I kind of had a feeling that Hiroshi would have the higher upside, but that definitely surprised me for sure. So a couple weeks left to scout him before the draft, and now I think we have our 1st round pick almost certainly. I think we might take Hiroshi over Joel. Just has a way better range of skill, and Joel, he looks good. He looks very solid, and if anything, I'll trade for him if I have to. But I don't think I can take the risk of Hiroshi falling. I just hope he makes it to pick 13. But, you know, this year with drafting has been a lot different than years past, and you got to be careful when it comes to the players you like. You got to take them when you need to. But looking at some of the starting pitchers we scouted, you got Donnie Vecito. More interested in the later round kind of guys, though, like Dave Dooley, maybe. I don't know about Dave Dooley, actually. Maybe Reyes. He's got a good mix. Other Canadian. I think we'll take another week and just see what's out there, but you know, with these other picks, I think obviously we have our first 2 picks in mind, but we still have 5 picks later on. And we're just gonna have to see what's out here. You know, there's definitely some intriguing players down the line in the draft. Maybe we finished the Oh, yeah, I did screw. No, yeah, I did screw that up. Oops. Maybe we should finish the profile on Henry Haynes, maybe. Want to be sure. I mean, we could look at Aldor Pereira. I mean, definitely could have a chance to take him. I mean, if he can hit like that off the rip, I'm kind of interested still. So let's finish Aldor Pereira as well. And gonna hop down here to AAA, and we want to look at our young pitcher, Leander Alavila. Get into a game with him and see what he can do. Cross only hitting 225 right now. I am concerned with his stunt and growth the last 2 seasons in AAA now. He's kind of hit a wall as a prospect, and it's definitely tough to watch. Here's Leander Alavila.
Leading off for Toledo, the designated hitter, Terran Vavra.
Here! Soft contact right here.
He's got a slider, a changeup, fastball mix-up. So pretty much like a Montoya.
0-2.
That's a pretty good pitch there.
Ball.
inside.
Just in the zone there.
Ball. 2-2. That's a ball. We got a full count.
And good patience here by the leadoff man. And up the middle. Throw. Alvarez got him.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Owen Casey.
Hey, X! One and one.
Makes it one now, easy out.
And popped him up in the air. Cross moving in on it. And makes the catch.
Fill up the strike zone.
Here's McGinnis, the shortstop that we thought about drafting, and Detroit ended up getting him. And at 18 years old, he's a solid pro. Solid young hitter.
No, that missed. That's a ball. Yeah!
Hey now, we got two.
Hung it in the air, and that's a base hit for McGinnis. Finally getting a right-handed batter now.
Hut!
And he whiffs on the 93 heater.
Here! No balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Doesn't offer at that slider. And up in the air. Cross. Making the final out.
Leading off for Toledo, the third baseman, James Young.
Prado hit a home run in the first inning.
Good. No balls, 1 strike.
Here's Chase Young.
Here!
And 2 quick strikes on him. And he just hung a slider. That's why I just don't like working that slider against lefties. And the play from Alvarez. And he gets him in time. Not seen a strikeout yet, so hasn't been much of a strikeout guy so far. We'll see if time will change
down,
that.
That's a ball.
Obviously getting a lot of left-handed batters, so kind of making him a 2-pitch pitcher at that point.
1 and 2, the count. 2 and 2.
And put in play. Cross will make the out.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here.
That's a ball.
And hit to second. And still no strikeouts after 2 innings.
Plays it first here.
Huh?
And hit on the ground. And Prado, no, that's Curtis actually making the play at first.
The catcher, number 98.
Here's Sammy Hernandez. Has an impressive hidden streak going. I was back to 2-seamer. And put in play. And the catch.
And place it first. Place it first.
Hey, ha! Ah!
And he struck him out with a two-seamer, the first strikeout of the game for Avila.
Get him out of there.
Ha!
Up the middle, base hit. And Casey is on first.
Hey, let's roll too, huh?
Hee-haw!
McGinnis whips at the high fastball. And he just is early on it. Fouls off a changeup.
One and two.
Can't get him to chase out of the zone. And put in play. It's deep to Prado. He makes the catch.
Hoo-yah!
And a fastball on the outer edge for strike one.
That's a ball. Hee-haw!
Runs, but a strike, but the throw is not in time.
No, that's it.
And he does not offer. And put into play. Yoder is going to make the catch.
Now batting, third baseman, Jace Young.
Here's Jace Young.
Hee-haw!
Avila has lived in that inner part of the plate against the left-handers. He's not afraid to go in. After technical difficulties.
The center fielder, Jose Ramos.
That missed. That's a ball.
We got no one.
Ball.
Go get him. Tackle.
Hey! 2 and 2's the count. Hey!
Get him out of there.
The batter, the second baseman, How You Lee.
Hey! It's 0 and 1.
One out. Yeah, we got one.
Hee-haw! 0 and 2. That's a ball.
Man, he doesn't offer.
1 and 2. No, that's out.
Oh, wow. Taps it up the middle. And a double play. Julia makes it through 5, trying to make it through 6, still 1-0.
Call. 1 and 0.
And Hernandez, a base hit. So he keeps his hitting streak going.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Karen Barbara.
Up in the air to cross. And the play is made.
Ball.
Up in the air to cross again. And another out. Here's McGinnis.
Ball. Tag.
And he popped him up in the air, but it was caught by Cross again. And all 3 outs go to center field.
Leading off for Toledo,
Still 1 to
first
nothing.
baseman, Lane Gray.
0-1. Hit! No balls, 2 strikes. Ball outside.
And he does not offer. And put into play. Deep left field. And gone. First run given up. Comes off the fastball. A home run.
1-0.
And he almost turned on that fastball.
Ah! 1-2 the count.
We'll tire in here in the 7th. And popped him up left field. Foul territory. Older makes the play.
Take one. Nope, ball.
This is the zone. And put in play. Cross deep center field, but makes the catch.
That missed. That's a ball.
Stop contact
1-0.
right here. Got it.
And another catch in the outfield.
Now pitching for your
And Anothe will come out. And Toledo ends up getting the win. So a no decision for Avila, but pretty good game. Just couldn't quite get the run support. Blaine Crime is the player of the game. Now finishing up the series against the Red Sox, and we do not win the series against a team that is 27 and 45. We just cannot score runs today. 7 hits, but no runs. 15 Ks from the Red Sox pitching staff. 12 came from Tanner Hawk. That is just sad to see. But here we go. Now a big series against the Houston Astros, and we do not beat them. Game 1. We win game 2 2-0. Bubic, another win. And now a game against Javier, and we lose 7-0. So another bad outing. Oh, did not want to hit that button, but Mize has a shutout going. Let's finish it out. Why not? 4-0 game. CDN Rafaela is at the plate. Only one hit given up for Mize. Fantastic outing here. Just trying to see how many runs.
That's inside. Ball.
That Lacey gave up, but
Oh, yeah.
I didn't quite see it.
1 ball, 1 strike. Two. 1-2. Ball.
That's an offer. Eyes winding up. And a punch out with the fastball. Hunter Wong.
Hee-haw.
And he hung a curve, but gets away with it.
Hey, we got one.
That's up. That's a ball.
Can't get him to chase high. And down the line, a base hit. No, they say foul. And he struck out with the splitter.
Now that second baseman, Willie Castro.
Hey, we got two.
And Castro strikes out to end the game. A complete game shutout for Mize.
Our final line score.
So some good bounce back games for Mize. 2 wins in a row for him. And Lacey gives up 5 and 4 in a third inning. Couple home runs given up, and that usually makes a big difference. And with them finished up, we'll find some other people to find. I think we'll switch the assignment to Central now. And just looking at some other stuff, maybe we can look at I think we might as well get a look at my and we'll take a look at Mahia this week and see if he's any decent. Why not give a look at Harmon Takiki? And we'll be done with scouting for this week with those assignments. Going up against Boston again. Can we get the win and the series win today against Brian Bello, who has struggled? Lots on the mound. The Red Sox win 4-2. And the end of the Texas League beginning. We're 43-26 now in AA. 37-38 in the AAA. And a series against the Yankees now in Yankee Stadium. Lose 7-1. Reagan's got sent around. Now Lacey. And the Yankees are up 2-1 with Sam Huff up to plate. And the Yankees win by that score. Now it is Garrett Cole versus Mize, who has got his ERA under 6 now, but barely under 6. I think we might as well jump into a game at Yankee Stadium. Let's hop into a game with Cody Bellinger here. And everyone has gone cold in the lineup. Obviously still respectable averages, but just a lot of snowflakes showing up. Lots of snowflakes for the Yankees, but it looks like they're just a better situational hitting team. Theo Ware is leading off for the New York Yankees right now, which is crazy to see.
Batting fourth.
And
Right fielder.
this Jorge Soler, former World Series MVP, the Atlanta Braves. Go home. Best decision, but Yankees get a 2-0 advantage.
The left fielder, number 24.
Here is Bellinger
Bellinger.
against Cole. Cole can still hit 100 miles an hour. And a slider inside on Bellinger.
Ball, that's out.
That goes outside.
All right, let's go right here.
And a base hit for Cody Bellinger right up the middle. Bellinger brushes off the heater
The third
and
baseman,
sends it up the middle.
Theo
He is
Ware.
Theo Ware, someone I wanted to draft, and he's already in the MLB playing baseball, and he's on the New York Yankees. Interesting, to say the least. There's a base hit for Ware. David Torres. Back to Bellinger. Makes the play. And the second.
Now batting.
Bellinger again.
Cody
To hit.
Bellinger.
And Cole. Slider. A bit early on it. And late now on that fastball.
Ball, one. One ball, two strikes.
And into the Bellinger. And the slider just early on it. That could have been a great pitch to hit there. Bellinger fouls it off. So close.
Two, count.
And a waste pitch, 2-2.
Three, two.
And 3-2 to Bellinger. He's been a tough out. Bellinger puts it in play. Deep right field. Caught.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Good enough from Yankees.
Austin Wells.
A base hit. One scores 5-0. Off Dominguez's blooper single.
Leading off for the Royals.
Ware hits an RBI double to make it 6-0. And
Cody
Cole
Bellinger.
still pitching strong in the seventh. And rounded to first. Finally get a run. And we're facing Cole in the eighth. A base hit from Bellinger. Bellinger's done all he can today, but obviously it's a team game. And the Yankees win another game. Guys gave up a couple earned. He didn't have the worst game, though, but the Yankees were the Yankees today, and they sweep us. Now a series against the White Sox. 4-game set. We win game 1, 13-4. And Thomas hit 3 home runs in this game. What a day for Thomas. Sandoval, 7 innings, 2 earned. Pretty good game for him. Game 2, we win that 3-1. Flaherty a pretty solid outing, under 4 ERA right now, and it's definitely improved. Let's take a look down here at AA and P. Washington 4-0. Not seeing Vargas' name anywhere. And you still want to know. And let's hop into another little player lock game. And Carrera's up to 175 now. Nixon Lane only hitting 215. Start his young career off. I want to see Tim Wells today, though. We haven't played a game with Wells yet. Let's hop into one with Tim Wells. Maybe we have, but I just don't remember. But I don't think we have.
And now, please welcome your Northwest Arkansas Natural.
Pete Washington off to a good start in his pitching career. Lots of strikeouts with a 4-0 record.
Leading off for Tulsa, the second baseman, Chip Raymond.
Base hit.
Batting second, the shortstop, Austin Gothier.
Make it come to you.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Tim Wells.
Hey, come on now.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 1. And Wells.
No, that's a ball. 1-1.
See it drive it like you can. Here we go. Go.
And Wells. This fouls off the curve.
That's 3.
And he chased the high fastball and he struck out.
The batter, the center fielder, Tim Wells.
way inside on Wells.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Just puts it in play. Deep. And gone. A home run from Rose. It's fifth for the season.
The right fielder, number 5, Chris Newell.
Nice hit. I was getting tested. Throw. In time. The out.
Now batting, number 22,
A base hit again. Getting tested again as well. Throw is on time again.
now batting. Leading off for Northwest Arkansas, the center fielder, Tim Wells.
Always hits it hard on the ground, but out.
Now batting, center fielder, Tim Wells.
And a base hit from Wells.
Now
Solid
batting,
young hitter
left
from what I can see.
Wally
Gotta
Cousins.
work on being all around, but seems to be alright so far.
Leading off for Tulsa, the center fielder, number 6,
A base hit.
the center fielder, number 28, Tim Wells.
It's Wells. And no, he didn't. Tim Wells. A 3-run home run to win the game. He hits his 5th and 6th home run of the game. And he did it in style. What a hit from Wells. He crushed it over the wall. What a game from Wells. He did not let that strikeout at the beginning of the game get to him. He delivers. And they needed him the most.
Our final line score for the victorious
This is the player of the
5
game.
runs, 12 hits,
2
no
home
errors,
runs
they left
and
14
4
runners on
RBIs.
base. For the
Sure did not
Drillers,
get a hit
4
today.
runs, 13 hits, no errors, they left 7.
Back to the majors and an 8-0 advantage. And we get the win. Reagan's complete game. Gave up 5 hits, but 11 strikeouts to go with a walk as well. We got some bench players in here with the win, so good win. Good job, team. Looking at the scouting, Takiki has fallen off our board a little bit, and just don't know. This is something that we need to look at too. They're both healthy, so that's good to see. Jeff Combs is ranked number 1 on our board now. Reyes has jumped up a ton. The Canadian left-hander, right-hander. I think we'll keep that on the Central this week. We only got 2 weeks off the scouting. I don't know if we should keep looking at Mahia or try to find something with a little bit more talent out there. Let's see what's out there. I think we'll finish off on Mahia, actually. Why not? Now Bauer, he can scout pitchers as well, so maybe we look at a pitcher. We have Walter Wannabe. I'm very interested in him. Another guy from Japan. But is there anyone that we'd like to finish up here? Kind of interested in the not ranks, so yeah, we got James Nishi from Japan. Let's finish him up. See what he is. I just wanna see. He can scout. No, he cannot scout pitchers. Never mind. I mean, we could look at Aaron Flynn, maybe. Let's look at Flynn instead, actually. I want to see Flynn. And we'll get a good general idea of how good Flynn is after this week. And we lose 5-10 to the White Sox there. I saw they see it up to a 5.49 ERA now. He is in a cold spell. 7 earned to the White Sox. This team is not good. You shouldn't be giving up 7 runs, let alone a 6-run inning. It's not good enough. Gavin Cross has suffered an injury, but he'll be fine. And Adam is up for a save. A runner on base. Let's make sure we win this game. Let's hop into it. Let's see if we can get it done.
The right fielder, number 31, Riley Green.
Strike 2 on Green. And we punch him out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Wilkinson.
Ball. Count 1-0. That's ball 2.
This in the zone on total. Got Carpenter on deck.
Hey! 2-1.
Oh, that is not what we want to see come out of his hand. Up in the air for Pasquantino. And it's sailing, but he makes the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Terry
Here's Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Ball 1.
Now if you skip Carpenter, you have Marshall instead.
Hey! 1-1.
Strike 1.
Hey!
Strike 2 on the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
It's an offer high.
2-2 to the count. Hey!
And we punch him out with a heater. Carpenter can't believe it. This fella's the player of the game. I's had a pretty decent game. Now a game against Jackson Jobe. And Sandoval has a shutout going. And we win 1-0. That's the end of the month. Tucker Bradley hit .388. Noah Curtis with .278 in AAA. Caleb Collier pushing his way up with another good month of June. Alejandro Avila had a good month of June, and he got a lot of strikeouts, even with me playing as him and not getting strikeouts. Here is how we are doing here, and you got Witt hitting 289 now. Pasquantino with twin averages there. 52 RBIs for Velasquez. Having a fantastic year in his own way. Isbell only had 232. Let's see, Thomas hit a little bit higher. He's kind of earned it. And looking at the left-handed pitching, I want to see Garcia up here. He's been getting on base a lot. Let's see him in the 2-hole. And maybe Rengifo has kind of turned it around, so I guess we'll keep him in the leadoff spot. We're going to keep Isbell a little bit higher than Furman. And Vaughn up to an 80 now, so that's cool to see. Looking at the rotation, Mai's finally getting a little bit better. And we'll give him another month and see if he can continue to trend downward. And gonna move him up a spot. Lacey has struggled, and he has definitely hit a cold spell. Hope that he can bounce back and continue to get better, but not looking too good. Bubic pitching well out of the bullpen. He still has another year of ARB, and he's done well in his new role. Obviously, Reagan's has been great. Down to a 79 overall, though, for some reason. Don't understand that, but Sandoval up to 86. He's had a stellar season as our ace. Plenty of strikeouts. Good whip. Jack Flaherty also having a kind of a sneaky good season. He's definitely bounced back, and he's delivering the goods. So we'll see how this goes for another month. Checking out AAA, Beckway, Fernando, doing Fernando things, 3.7, not bad. Would like to see more strikeouts, but he'll get there. Manuel Montoya at a 1.49 ERA. He's pitched amazing. He's developing well. He's just done good. Of course, Avila up to a 73 now, and he's working his way up the ranks for sure. Bubba Chandler up to a 68 overall now. He's continued to improve, and although his stats haven't reflected it as of late, but I think he's done very well. We'll hopefully continue to see good development from him. Checking out the lineup now, and Cross hitting 233. So he's done alright. He has improved. Curtis on a cold spell, even though they highlighted him doing well. Alvarez, he's improved. Louis Yoder, he's done well. He's hitting well. He's seeing the ball. He's doing his thing. He also got Sabelos up to a 69 now. He's seen some good development so far in AAA this season. Definitely becoming a more good player. Carter Jensen up to a 68. Good to see, good to see. Let's hop into AA now. Freeland 267, 260 from Nixon Lane. This is just the left-handed batters, huh? Yeah, but let's go back to this. Donaldson up to 278. He's improved. And he's definitely getting better. Tim Wells up to 277. He's played stellar. He's seen a lot of improvement this year in his limited time. Cousins, he's improved his bat, and he's definitely getting better at hitting. And Carrera's overall has went down. I'm gonna send him to single A. This one hurts, but he's now went down in overall, so it's time for him to figure out how to play baseball again. And replacing him, could we send up Chris Velez? Tejada up to a 58 now. I'm tempted to send Tejada. I mean, Velez can definitely hit too, though, but don't think we really need him right now. Wouldn't mind seeing what Tejada could do. Let's give Tejada a chance. Didn't think this was how he was going to be integrated to the team, but here he is. I want Tejada playing shortstop, though. Have him hit ninth. And we'll let Freeland take over at third. And hopefully Carrera can get his head together. He's definitely been one of the more surprising strugglers, and I thought he would kill Trip Double A when I drafted him, but so far no good. He's just really lost a lot of his confidence, I guess. Salvador Perez, he's still batting, he's still hitting, he's regressed a ton. 36-year-old, still doing good in Double A though, so cool. Hopefully he's teaching the youth very well down here. Obviously it doesn't help when you don't give him any days off, but we don't have much of a choice. And looking at our pitching rotation, obviously Lopez has been the guy. Hasn't improved much because of it though, and just gonna have to sit there and be patient. Collier up to a 70. He is almost ready, in my opinion. Maybe another good month, and I think it's time for him to make a AAA appearance. You got Vargas. He is improving. Washington obviously getting better as he plays. Good to see. Good to see. And of course, Dick Harding. What else can you say about him? 286 ERA, he's done a great job. Collier, obviously the most impressive with that .88 whip. He's just been tremendous. And he might be finding his way to AAA soon. Here's Dominic Tuttle, up to a 66 overall. He's improved, working his way up. One of the guys we got for the trade of Brady Singer, and here's the other guy, Bren Joyce. He hasn't improved much. He's just played. His whip isn't the best. But I think Joyce can be a weapon if produced, and I think he'll have a chance. Hopefully Carrera can see some better development in single A right now. Obviously, double A isn't doing the trick. We're just gonna have to be patient. And Odell, I mean, he's pretty close. I mean, you really could make that call right now if we want Odell. I think we could say goodbye to Patel and make Odell another addition to this team of talent. I'm willing to give Odell a chance. Our first round pick is going up to Double A as well. And Patel will have to have a seat. And we'll put Adele in the middle relief role and see what he can do throughout the rest of the year. Definitely some exciting times for a lot of these guys, and they're definitely improving well. Getting near another draft time. Estevan Tejada. Let's get in the game with Tejada since we called him up. It's time to see what the free agent addition to our team that we found, a switch hitter with fantastic potential. And he's took around 2 years to develop to this point. He started as a low 50 and he's worked his way up, and now he has made it to the next level. And we'll see if he can improve and make his way on up. Make a lot of huge signings the first year in free agency, but Estevan Tejada was one of them. And he gets to finally make his debut.
Leading off for Northwest Arkansas, the shortstop, Estevan Tejada.
Yeehaw! It's 0-1.
Tejada puts it in play. Deep left field. And gone. His first swing is a home run in Double A. What a way to make an impact. He's been waiting on this moment for a while. And he comes out swinging. His first career hit is a home run. To left field, opposite field, power already being
Now
exhibited.
batting, shortstop, Estevan Tejada.
Out Tejada.
Get on for us. Here we go.
No, he didn't. He did not do it again. Oh man, I thought he just did it again. I guess that's why they were groaning, because he did a sac fly.
Leading off for Northwest Arkansas, the shortstop, Esteban.
Here's a home run he hit earlier. He's been responsible for a couple runs today. He's gotten some good swings. He just obviously is not quite the bat he needs to be yet. But time will fix that.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin.
I get to see him field for the first time. Anothe makes the throw.
Now batting,
And Tejada gives up a base hit and the game is tied.
the batter, the shortstop, Esteban.
Here's Tejada in the 8th inning.
One ball, no strike. Yeah, what?
And we chased a bad one.
One ball, one strike.
Hey, clutch up. Your turn right here.
Ball.
And it's hit on the ground and an out. And Arkansas ends up beating us. Tejada showed some glimpses.
The final run score for our
Be happy with the first performance of his young career. Bob Thomas has been dealing on the mound, and we have the bases loaded here. And we do win 4-3. Series against the Colorado Rockies now. We win game 1. And Bubick on the mound for game 2 with the bases loaded for Jones. And we end up holding on and winning. And I believe Mize played this game and played well. He did. Only gave up 1 earn. So back to the final week of scouting now. We got Nishi ranked at 88. He's got average injury risk, so keep that in mind. Aaron Flynn. Just a guy, it seems, but he's got some speed. And, you know, someone we could look to draft, but don't quite know. Yeah, I think we'll just continue to look at these pitchers from the Central. Cancel it out on Nishi. Maybe we can look at Harvey Donnelly. Let's have Ortiz look at Donnelly because he'll scout him all the way. And then Bauer. Maybe we just look at Aleski Vasquez and finish him off and see if maybe we just do something crazy at the end of the draft. With those kind of ranges. Win the series against Colorado Rockies, and now we're going against a team that we trail by 3 games. Game 1, Minnesota wins. Now game 2, the Twins win again. Game 3, we win. And the game against Lopez, we lose 9-0. Casey Mize gets shelled. So back to the old Mize. Definitely not something you want to see. The All-Star Futures game is today, and one of our players has made it. So let's see the Futures game. Got Jared Donaldson, Carrera, and even got some players here. Might as well hop in with Carrera and just see if we can do anything with him.
Batting eighth, the third
Here's
baseman,
Carrera against Quentin Bookshire. Goes off that one. And right by him, a splitter.
1-2 is the count.
And that one is sent to left field in Coors. And gone. Mark Carrera with a home run, a free run home run. This is what he can do. Hits lefties well, and he can do it for power. And he gets one off one of the better starting pitcher prospects in the game with Quentin Bookshire from the Cubs. Hopefully the month down,
Leading off, the first baseman.
that single A will help him get back on track, and we can have fun with Carrera and not have to worry about him as much.
He's out.
Batting 7.
All right, one time, right here.
And I got Sam Adino now. Was off the fastball. And a base hit for Carrera, and this could score a run. And it sure looks like it will. It does, an RBI single for Carrera now. What a motivation
The center fielder, number 27.
out of this game for him right now. He's trying to showcase his skill to other teams. Maybe he's not happy in the Royals. He's stuck as long as I'm the GM.
Now batting.
It's going to take a lot for me to give up on him. Adam Manzar was pitching. And here is Carrera. Obviously made the big difference with the free RBI home run, and he also hits an RBI single. Now going against a right-handed pitcher. And probably should have swung at that one. And Carrera gets a hold of that one. Deep center field. And gone again. The second home run of the game for Carrera. And he is making Coors Field his new home. Swings like that. Really showing that he isn't all that bad. Maybe it is the user. Just have to be patient. He's a project. We knew drafting him he was a project. But the potential and the raw skills or what was intriguing. Here's Carrera, who hit 2 home runs already. There's the first to left field. And then this one to center right field. And he's going against Giancarlo Costa, a man that we thought about drafting. Here he is pitching against us in the Futures game. High fastball from Costa.
0-1's the count.
Costa. Can't even remember where he's from now. I know he's from an international region. One of the prospects that got away from us for sure. The Braves made him their own. And hit hard on the ground to third. A double play ball. So Correa is out for the first time in the game. Lou Nodell is pitching as the closer here, or just as a reliever. And Carrera makes the play. Final outs, and the futures of the American League win. And we'll see what everyone else did. Carrera crushed the ball today, though. He really showed why he is a top prospect today.
First for the victorious visiting team, 7 runs on 12
Now,
hits. With one
Donaldson
error, they left
got
16
no
runners
hits.
on base.
Had a walk, but 2 strikeouts for him.
For the
Cross
home team, 3
walking a
runs on 10
strikeout.
hits. 2 errors, they left 10 runners on base.
Don't think any of our other hitters made it.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours
Pitching
and
wise.
16 minutes. Thank you for joining
Newton
us
Odell,
here this evening. We
up a
remind
hit,
you to
got a
please
strikeout.
drive home
Adam
safely.
Enzar pitched a clean inning, and that's the people that made it. Obviously, Cabrera, the player of the game, with 3 for 4 with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Now we are up 8-3 against Baltimore, and Baltimore comes back and wins 9-8. What happened? We'll find out after the draft. What the heck happened, bro? That is embarrassing, to say the least. Oh man, I swear, sometimes you can just get frustrated at the little things, and that is just something that should not happen. You should not lose a game like that. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Here's some of the better players on our board. Lots of talented Japanese players, and we'll hopefully get to draft all 3 of them in the perfect world. But Joel Fong, he might not fall to us, and we might have to make a move to get him in the off season. But I'm willing to trade for him if that is what happens. But I'm not gonna pass on Hiroshi with my first pick. I want him first. They kind of remind me of the Sedin brothers of hockey, but obviously baseball is different. Here's the first pick, and Donnie Vizcaino is the first selection for the Colorado Rockies, and obviously it wasn't going to be the number 1 player because he was a closer, but obviously an interesting selection here, but they probably had him fully scouted. I don't know, maybe he could have jumped to number 1 magically. Mariano Severus, wow, 89th. What are they doing? They took him? Okay. Well, now we just have to pray that Fong doesn't get picked 3rd. Michael Dean, a 44th player. This draft is already starting off wacky. I mean, Dean could be good, but a lot of questionable picks in the top 3. And the Yankees with the 4th pick in the draft, with probably the best player on their board still available. They take Timmy Schroeder, a starting pitcher, and he was ranked 43rd. I'm wondering what is going on. Jensen Wilga goes to the Cubs. One of the first decent selections. Tommy Sizemore, and the White Sox continue their drafting struggles, taking a very, very overrated player. Emil Ramirez, a starting pitcher, goes, and he's injured. Chris Hirta. And Brett Gingerich goes to the Baltimore Orioles, and that might be one of the best picks we've seen so far with value. The Blue Jays on the board, and they take Wesley Muser. They are infatuated with second baseman. The Padres now, with pick 11, they take Leslie Trejo. And now the Boston Red Sox. Jeff Combs, probably one of the best picks we've seen. Obviously, we got Jang Ho Chu, but I came into the draft knowing what I was going to do. Maybe we should have looked at James Kokol all the way, but I'm going with my board. I'm not going to go with the closer, though. I'm going with my best position player on the board. Hiroshi Fong is our pick from Japan. and he looks pretty awesome. We just hope that we can pick Joel now. We wait and we wait. It's going to be a long wait. Jason Aller from Utah, one of the people that we identified early in the process, but we just couldn't fall in love with him. So, Alan Rowe, a second baseman. We didn't look at second baseman too well. And Alan Rowe goes to the Diamondbacks. Here is our rivals, Detroit, and they might have made an even worse pick than the White Sox. Willie Kyle, he does have good hitting stats projectively, but he's just not going to be that great of a player. Especially when you have Spencer Torkelson, who they seem to just want to get rid of at will. James Keuchel goes to Miami, and they continue to add talent to their team. And James Keuchel might be a steal for them here. They are pretty good drafters. Cole Quotes goes to the Texas Rangers, and now it's the Pirates. Eric Fordyce, another decent pick. We had him high on our board. Definitely was someone we were thinking about. Sam Abreu, a right fielder from North Carolina, goes to the Angels. Scott Enriquez, the center fielder that we scouted, he goes to Tampa Bay. So definitely seeing some outfielders jump off the board. We're just going to have to hope and pray. Miguel Zavila is the next one. And now it is the Atlanta Braves' turn. And they take Joel Fong. The Braves continue to be a thorn in my side. And they take Joel Fong. Bobby McWilliams goes. There goes Larry Doe. Jason Marquez off the board now. And Matt Reyes to finish off the round. Diego Rosa is the first closer taken, and he goes to the Padres. There goes Chang Ho Chow, and a lot of closers going off the board. There goes Danny Mantle. Now Bill Nunez from the Dominican Republic. Johnny Heim to Cincinnati. Julio Fernandez. Marino Cedeno. Billy Beckham now, the number one player on the MLB board. Enrique Miranda, another starting pitcher going to the White Sox. Don McGee. Dave Dooley goes off the board. Now Abram Jacob, the first baseman. Corey Phillips from Australia, a center fielder. And Grover Healy immediately after. Chris Hooper, the closer, off the board. And one pick away, it's Boston. Bet Grace, and our board falls to us the way we want it. At this point in the draft, I want Walter Wannabe. I wanted to get Fong, but we're gonna have to settle for Wannabe for now. And another Japanese player added to the team. And he looks pretty solid, man. He looks to be a good player off the rip. Moving along quickly though, in Red Pack, Diego Neras, Gil, Damian Metzger, and Mark Batts, all off the board. Should we take a flyer on Santana if he's there? Don't know if he would even be there at 71. Got Richie Reyes as well. Sandy Richard as well. Santana, left-hander. I don't know what we do next. It's going to be interesting. Miguel Flores, Gerardo Cano from Cuba. Another center fielder, huh? Cody Castellano. And Sandy Richard goes off the board. Here goes John Gacho. Kurt Moyer, and it looks like we are actually going to get one of these guys right here. I guess it just comes down to which one do I think is better, or which one do I want more. Get Luis Santana, the left-hander. He might not be the best strikeout pitcher right away, but he's got a running fastball or four-seamer that can hit 99, a slider and a curve and a change. And Richard Reyes, who's got a fastball, a curve, a slider, a two-seamer, and a change. Both got great mixes. Reyes has... They're both pretty similar, actually. I mean, Reyes has more velocity, but that home run per 9 from Santana makes him more intriguing to me, and I think I'm going to take Luis Santana with pick 71. And then with the next pick, we'll probably look to take... Ooh, Juan Castro is still available as well. Huh. Maybe I should have thought about that one. Got James Nishi, who I probably will take in that spot, honestly. Outdoor Pereira goes off the board to the Phillies. Ramon Rosolos. Here's Washington. They take Darrell Platini. Darrell, I mean. Richie Reyes finally goes off the board at 77 to Oakland. And we'll see how the Canadian is when he is drafted all the way. Sammy Valenzuela. And Clayton Berman now is a Yankee. Maurice Styles goes off the board. That's good stuff, man. Do we want to take Castro? Hopefully someone takes him before us so we don't have to think about it as much. Grand Simeon. Bradley Fruity off the board. Here's Boston. They take Hank Hicks. Do I think Nishi can fall to 118? I don't know. I really don't know. Juan Castro is very intriguing, and we just don't have him fully scouted, but he is a switch hitting center fielder that has projected decent stuff. You know, reaction and arm strength. Man, this is tough. We got 20 seconds to make this decision. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go with Castro here. And if anything, Castro can be just trade bait to get another guy in the future from the Braves. And Antoine Padgett is off the board. And we just have to bite our fingernails. I guess, not really, but see if Nishi will fall. Clayton Hickman from South Carolina. Andres Gonzalez. Tommy Key from Chinese Taipei. Edgar Asuncion. Barry Nunn off the board. Abraham Terrell goes to the Rays. There goes Robbie Gore. And the Braves for Freddie Miranda from Puerto Rico, and he looks pretty solid. Aaron Flynn goes to the Dodgers, and he probably has that speed upside. Just wasn't quite sold on him. Mark Keller goes off the board. Center fielder. Maybe we should have kept scouting him more, Luis Ibanez. Yeah, a really solid pick for pick 100. Another guy that I guess we should have thought about. But I think next year will be an interesting year for scouting for sure. I just kind of got too fascinated with the Japanese twins early on. Reggie Millar. Also forgot about him. From Missouri. Huh. Hopefully we didn't miss out there. Damian Reddy goes to the Twins. California. Here's Washington. Carlos Delgado. And Wilkerson is an A first baseman. And Julio Mendez, a second baseman, goes to the White Sox. The Yankees take Desmond Ricks. Frank Morales goes off the board to Chicago. And here are the Mets. They take Austin Compton from Tennessee. Four-seamer that gets up to 99 with a 95 sinker. That's some cool stuff. Frank Bird off the board from Venezuela. Got some solid power. There's Jason Saldana. Now Baltimore on the board. Stephen Ha from Chinese Taipei. What a name. A shortstop. Wow. Ruben Roberts goes to the Blue Jays. Another shortstop off the board here. Now San Diego. Eric Snell, a catcher from Wisconsin. Power upside. Bartolo Matos, and we win out with our risk we pulled there. And we will take James Nishi from Japan. Another Japanese player on board. And looking what's left, you got Mark Smith from Indiana. Could take a look at him, possibly. Adrian Castro from Mexico. He's got a good K per 9. Yeah, Castro might be the guy we take, honestly. Oh, Henry Haynes, too. Forgot about Haynes. Yeah, Haynes might be a final pick, though. We'll take Haynes with 178, probably. I'd like Castro, I think. Jose Vaccaro. Kevin Thorpe goes to Miami. Trusty Shore. There's Daniel Kato from Japan. Another right fielder. Wow, they had a ton. Herbert Torres from Canada. Second baseman going to Tampa Bay. And Noah Washington. Shortstop going off the board. With tremendous base running upside. Pretty solid looking pick here from the Braves at pick 129. Nate Van off the board. Wow, he's got tremendous speed. Even got a decent bat to go with it. It's a pretty good pick, man, from St. Louis. I like that pick. Bo Control. And Fred Dotson goes to the Phillies. Looks like he's a decent young hitter, and he might be a steal for the Phillies too. It looks like they're having a solid draft here. Sawyer Gonzalez is the next one gone. And Angel Khan off the board. Salomon Gautier. And there he goes to Oakland. We'll see what he is. Carmen Mejia. Off the board he goes. Freddie Uribe, a catcher from Cuba. Derek Stenson now gone. Oh wow, Castro is injured. Huh. That's kind of tricky then. Maybe we do take Haynes then. Yeah, that's a bit sketchy. Garrett Cutler off the board. And it's almost our pick. Man, should we take an injured player? I don't really like taking injured players, but I mean, it is our 5th round pick. Could just go with Henry Haynes here and just be safe, but let's take a chance on Adrian Castro and hope he's not too injured. And I'm gonna send to our next pick. And Henry Haynes is there, and we'll draft him. And that will do it for our draft. And hopefully it was another solid one. Obviously we didn't get the Fong boys, but we did get one of them. And now we are at the home run derby time, and looking around real quick. I think it's time to turn the trade slider up a bit. Probably do it there. But don't want to see the leg change too much. But looking at trades, got Jonah Heim up there, Holiday. I just don't know what we really need to upgrade right now, other than maybe just another starter, but it just doesn't seem to be out there. I think we just might stay pat here at the deadline. But simming ahead. Where is the minor leagues? Like, what is going on with the All-Star games? Is it bugged or something? Or did I accidentally skip it? Was it the same day as the draft? I'm just a bit confused. Don't know if anyone made an All-Star game on our team. Bobby Witt is leading off. So I guess he did. But I'm really not too interested right now. I guess we just don't get the opportunity to go to the All-Star game, I guess. Don't know what I did wrong. Might have accidentally missed it. I'm not sure. Todd is struggling, only hitting that 180. Not cool to see there. But here is Arizona, and they are up 9-8, and they win 11-9. Still can't sign a draft pick yet. Winning, and no, the Diamondbacks come back and win. So now we get to sign our picks. And wow. Should have more than enough money to get this done, though. He declines. That's fine. For now. And Walter Wannabe declines as well. That's not cool. And Santana declines, so obviously we're not doing ourselves much favors the first time around. And Castro is declining now. Wow, we just not off to a good start with signing. About Mr. James Nishi, he does decide to sign with us, so we get one. And why not try to sign Haynes? And we get Henry Haynes, so I guess there is some hope. I'd like to get some scouting in on Castro. I want to get Santana more scouted as well. Alright, well, finish that up. And we just get destroyed. And that series against Arizona coming out of the break. 5-game losing streak, and we're going against our rivals, and we come back and win the game, so that's cool. Not losers all the time here. And declined again by Fong. I'm just willing to offer the contract here to Castro. He signs. See if we can get Wannabe to sign. He does sign for the same offer that he declined. And we get Adrian Castro as well. So we will offer the contract here to Santana. He declines. So we're going to have to keep it moving. We will get both of them, whatever it takes, of course, though. And a chance to win here. The Twins come back and win in a closing opportunity. And we should have just jumped in the game and finished them off. But we lose again after being up 3-0. You gotta be kidding me, man. Not happy at all with that. Not the slightest bit happy. Offer him 3.88, and he does sign finally. And we're gonna offer 1.5 to Santana, and he signs. So we do get our draft picks under contract. And we come back and actually beat them, so we split the series. So 7 games back, going up against the Braves now. Atlanta destroys us game 1, and we come back and get the win game 2, and they beat us in game 3. 2 quick games against Minnesota, and we win both. Here's an offer from the Dodgers. They want Lane Thomas, and they're offering us a bunch of junk. What a joke of an offer. With Michael Massey, we had Michael Massey. We were good. He said 180. Easy decline there. And we come back and beat the Yankees. And we beat them again. And today is the trade deadline. The White Sox have put Luis Robert on the trade block, and this is an interesting proposition. Do we go for Robert and replace Isbell? Or do we stay pat with the team we got? Isbell only hitting 234, and he's in the final year of his contract as well. And bringing in a guy like Luis Robert is a huge upgrade. And maybe a change of scenery is what Robert needs. But to make a kind of move like this, we're going to have to give him a lot more. They're looking for third base. They want relief pitcher, first baseman, prospects probably. You know they'd be interested in prospects in this kind of scenario. We got Andros Philippus and Bronson Aaron, but that really doesn't get them interested. Carter Jensen. You know, just don't know. We got Nick Prado we could offer him. That would get it going for sure. You know, I don't know. It is a pretty expensive trade for a guy that we might not re-sign. He's a 92 overall, though. 29 years old in the prime of his career. I think if he could, obviously we play like 2023, it would all be worth it. But we don't know what we're getting. I mean, he did slug 520 a year ago, but obviously we're not playing with the most talented team, and this team is very talented. He's got speed and great fielding. Yeah, this is a tough decision. They want third base. We have plenty of third base depth. They're interested in a lot. They're very interested in saving Ceballos from Puerto Rico. I just don't know if now is the time for this kind of trade, and I'm going to stay pat. Not going to make any moves at the deadline, and I really thought about it. I just don't want to. It's not the time. We just have to stay true to our squad. Saban Sabelos gets injured literally right after we don't trade him. What if he just was out for the year? That would have been crazy. We end up beating the Yankees, and now we can view our draft picks. And now they're saying that Fong has 99 potential. Or that's just what he looked like at the beginning of the process. I'm not sure. But we'll see. 92 potential for Orochi Fong. And a lot of the later round guys were kind of shaky, but we did pretty good in the first 3 picks. And we didn't quite get the guy we wanted right off the rip. And let's go. Not waste much time. Joel is 84 potential. We definitely made the right choice of not taking Joel first. But he's still a very solid kid. But I would have loved to have gotten him. But Walter Wannabe is going to be exciting. 67 starting. Hiroshi with 61 starting as well. Obviously not the fastest guy, but he's got a good reaction, good fielding, good vision, good hitting off the rip. He's not as fast as Joel, but I think he will make it good do. Luis Santana, another young pitching prospect to add to the fold, 86 potential. He's definitely got a lot of good things. He's got that good fastball, slider, curveball. I like all that mix. A left-hander, which I don't think we have many. So we get him. James Nishi starts at a 59. He could be very solid even at 77. Castro, 77, along with Juan. But it'll be interesting. Juan looks pretty solid. Kind of insurance for Gavin Cross. And we'll have a lot of fun to play with some of these guys next year for sure. Henry Haynes starts at a 56. He might be good, but he just kind of was a 6th-round pick, and that's basically it. But let's see what else was available now. Danny Mantle, decent pick, shortstop. Not the best draft, but not the worst. Nito Tavares, not a good 1st-round draft pick there. Sam Abreu, I guess decent, but we'll see. Michael Dean. We criticized the Athletics for taking Michael Dean, but they actually knew what they were doing. They took a nice player here. Looks pretty solid for them. They also get Richie Reyes, and we definitely missed out on Reyes. Reyes was better, and he would have been the pick. We didn't quite scout him, and even Salman Gautier, a very good pick, but 48 overall. Pretty good draft, though. You know, not the best first couple rounds, but they mixed it up. They did good. Jose Vaccaro, a very good second base prospect they pulled out of this draft, so a decent draft. The Texas Rangers get Gabe Ramiro, and he looks very good. He's got a 97 potential. Maybe the steal of the draft. A very good selection here from the Texas Rangers, the kid from South Carolina. And they did well. Joel Fong, 63 overall. He's obviously the speedy version of his brother. I don't think we'll have to give up much to get a player like this, but we still will give a fair amount. And try to link him up with Bro. Not the best draft, though, for the Braves. I guess you get Marco Sierra late, but 42 overall. Don't even know if he'll be on the team. James Cacole, 92 overall. Definitely a good player. And maybe in a different year he would have been our pick, but pretty happy with what we got. Emil Ramirez, 89 overall. Very good pick from the Mets. And Mark Smith, 58 overall, but 92 potential. Very good young player. Jason Marquez, only 81 potential. So not the best draft for Philly after all. And the Nationals with very, very terrible drafting. They took a very bad player with Mariano Sivas. They had very good players on the board with pick 2. And they probably made the worst pick in the draft up to this point with the first round pick, and just a bad draft all around. The White Sox get Jensen Wilga, a third baseman, and solid potential. Solid starting overall, and Mitchell Tyler to finish their draft. Larry Doe, 80 overall, and Johnny Heim, 90. You also get Tom Culver with 89 potential. So a decent draft for Cincinnati. And the Brewers get Jason Aller, get Stanley Baca. A pretty solid draft. Not the worst. Pittsburgh, they get Eric Fordyce, but they do not sign free of their higher draft selections. And they do get a good third baseman prospect. 70 overall is Fordyce, and he was pretty good. Bobby McWilliams, and they get Mark Heller. They get a couple decent players out of it. Just not the best overalls. The first round pick for the Snakes was not the best, but they do bounce back with Sandy Richard and Clayton Hickman. And then they also grab Herbert Schaefer in the final round. Donnie Vicino was the number 1 overall draft pick, and he has 86 potential with 78 starting overall. So maybe they just want a guy that can play now. They need help now. They didn't really care about down the road. Dor Ramirez goes to the Dodgers, and he's not the best, but they do get Robert Chapman, so pretty good. Wesley Trejo, 84 potential, and Diego Rosa, 86. They get a couple solid players in this draft, and they did pretty decently. Chris Herta, 85 potential, not terrible. Abraham Jacob looks pretty solid. And they also get Mary Dorman. So, not a terrible draft for San Francisco. Brett Gingerich was bad. From the Netherlands, he was not good. Baltimore definitely dropped the ball with that pick. And Corey Phillips from Australia, center fielder. He looks solid. He's not the best, but not the worst either. Obviously has speed, but not much else right now going on for him. Jeff Combs, probably one of the better picks made in the top 10. The pick before us, Combs, goes off the board from Texas. He looks like a solid pitcher. He's an 85 overall. Holy cow, he can play in spring training. He's definitely the highest overall player. Jeff Combs, 85 overall. Wow, yeah, Rockies probably should have took Jeff Combs. But nonetheless, Clayton Berman with 92 potential. So actually, the Yankees stole the best pitcher. Berman actually ended up being the best out of the bunch that we had on our board. But we knew they were all decent. We just didn't know for sure. But Berman, he's got some stuff. There's this. I didn't see if any one of these guys were two-way. No, Donnie Brasino is not a two-way. But back to the Yankees. Timmy Strudel, not the best, but Don McGee and Clayton Berman more than make up for it. I think they did pretty well considering where they. Well, actually, they picked pretty high, so they did all right. But good later round drafting in the second and the third. Scott Enriquez was not all that good. 75 potential. Robert Walter from Illinois. Not bad. He could be something good. You never know. Abraham Terrell and Cano. Not the best, but not the worst. And one of the worst picks in the draft is Sizemore. And he definitely was not the best, but they did get Chong Ho Chu. So they get one of the better players in the second round. But not the best draft here. Obviously, we knew Sizemore was bad when they picked him. And Cleveland, not the best draft either, but they do get Noah Washington, who is alright. Two Miguels with 77 potential. And that's about that for there. Detroit. This is about as bad as a draft as you can get. They don't sign forwarder guys. The guys they do get are not that good. Willie Kyle, the biggest bust that we identified. And we definitely knew he was bad when we scouted him. And of course, back to what we did. We got Hiroshi Fong, a guy that was ranked 92 initially, but ranked third on our board. We get Walter Yanabe. We finally get a closer that we can develop, and he looks very solid to start off at 67. Good strikeout per nine. Got a lot of things. Luis Santana. Another great young pitcher to throw into the forward. And just some other complementary pieces. Juan Castro will help. He'll probably be more of a center fielder, or he'll play right, and Fong will play left. We'll see how it goes, but I'm pretty happy with the draft. And we'll see Daniel Lynch struggling in AAA now. And Gavin Cross hit 370. I love to see that. Miguel Lopez, a great month. And Manuel Montoya, a great month. And Bobby Witt is over 300 right now. Just want to see how Carrera's doing. He's back up to a 72. He's kind of fixing some of the things. I'm going to give him another month in Double-A, and then I'll let him finish the season out in... I'll give him another month in Single-A, and then I'll let him finish the season out in Double-A. And that'll do it for this episode. We got our players, and pretty happy with the draft. And we'll see you next time.
Mm-hmm.